What's up, everybody? CryptoSavy here. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin and Litecoin. Could we still go higher, or are we going to start our correction here? We're going to talk about that. I do believe the bottom's in. I've been talking about that for a while. I know a lot of other people are calling for lower lows. We'll take a look. I do have lower targets also. We'll take a look at both case scenarios. Don't forget to check out the free Discord in the description below the video. Totally great community, guys. If you want to go hang out somewhere, talk about, learn about crypto, that's the place to be. Let's get on with the video, see what's going on. All right, guys, as always, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, nor is it trading or investment advice. There is a disclaimer on the bottom. Read it, and let's get on with it. So looking at the Fear and Greed Index right now, we're at 51. We raised 11% from yesterday. Obviously, we've had a nice move up. I think, obviously, that has a lot to do with it. Let's look at the shorts versus longs on Bitfinex, BitMEX, and Binance. The total from these three exchanges, remember there's more exchanges too, but as of right now, the longs are 70%, shorts are 30%. Has a lot of people calling for a long squeeze, which would drop the price, which is definitely a possibility. We're going to take a look at it and see what's going on. So we're going to look at the monthly first. Let me get that RSI out of the way. Looking at the monthly, we are still in this formation. Still declining volume, so we have not had a breakout yet. I do believe if we break this 8,500, it's going to be a pretty epic move. As of right now, do I think it's going to happen? We'll see. It's probably about a 50-50 chance right now. I do want to point out that yesterday I was talking about we needed to move up to keep these EMAs from crossing, which we have gotten so far. Let's look at the weekly. We'll take a look at the weekly RSI too. As you guys know, I really enjoy the RSI. I think that's the best indicator there is out there just because it's true. I believe it's the only true indicator, in my opinion. You know, do your own due diligence, your own research, find out what works for you. Not everybody uses the same stuff. I just think a lot of indicators is a lot of noise. But anyways, we hit our target yesterday, or pretty close to it. Let's see. I had the target about 8,500 right there, which is the top of this falling wedge. We did get resistance there. Question is, can we break through that? Also, this is where I was talking about the 13 EMA was looking to cross, and this is the weekly. We still have the rest of the week to go, but 13 EMA was looking to cross the 55. I said we needed a nice move up to stop that from happening, which did happen. We still have declining volume. We will know if and when we break out of this to the upside, when this volume will have a big green volume spike. If we break down, most likely we are going to have a big red spike and come down and test these lower lows. This is the bearish case scenario, guys. This 5,400 is around the 0.786 retracement. That is definitely a possibility. People are talking about it. Also, I have the target here at 49, which is off of this long-term trend line, going off of these wicks here. So we also have the 200 EMA down here around, actually right now it's sitting around the $5,000 range. Let's look at the RSI. A few ways I want to look at this. First of all, our red line here, which was support through for years now, but we did capitulate through it in 2000, I think it was 2013 or 14 over here on Coinbase. They don't have that data on here, but we did pop back above it. Came back down, tested it for support before continuing the bull run that led into 2017. Then we had our bear market, broke down, capitulated below that red trend line on, this is the weekly RSI, guys. And then we broke back through, had our big bull run in 2019, came back down, retested for support, and we are moving up from here. Now, let me move these lines. These are just a few different ways I was looking at this. First time I was looking at this as a falling wedge off of all these touches here. We broke through, came back down, tested it for support, which also lined up with our red support line. So that was the first part of the breakout. And then I went off of these two peaks here, right here and right here. Actually, this was down a little more. And we did have our breakout there. Now, my last point here is this. Just cloning this bottom line off the 2 touches at the bottom, putting it up at the first touch up here. We have broken through that, guys. This is looking pretty damn bullish. Not to say we don't come back down and test this line one more time, but it is looking very bullish. Also, the RSI is starting to, or the EMAs are starting to turn up. That's pretty damn bullish. If you guys are wondering what this 11,000 is, you can go back in my prior videos. I explained it. I'm not going to go through it. I'm running late. Also, like I said, we almost hit our target there of the 8,500. What did we get to last night? About 84.77 area on Coinbase. Let's look at what we're looking at now. These EMAs here, I want to point this out real quick. We are turning up. This is still looking very bullish. And it's not to say that we can't correct. We could come back down and test this 200 EMA. We have opened above it. I think if we close above this on the daily today, we're gonna be that's gonna be pretty bullish, guys. If it's definitely gonna be bullish if we break this 8,500. But as you can see, the 13 EMA is headed up towards the 55 EMA. I think that'll probably cross today, if not tomorrow, if we stay up in this area. Let's look at yeah, but that's the measured moves there. That's what I'm looking at. Let's look at the RSI now. So looking at the RSI, we have broken out of, first of all, we had this falling channel here, which we broke out of over here. You can tell when we broke out of that, the momentum we had. And now I had this trend line off of these peaks here, which we have broken above now. We may come back down, test this for support. And again, guys, this is on the daily. And then, you know, go up from there. But let's look at a 4-hour and get a better idea what's going on. So our targets here from yesterday, they all hit. Like I said, we almost hit our 8,500. We have wicked through this. We'll go into the RSI here in a minute. We have wicked through this resistance line that I had drawn in here. Let me clear these up and get rid of, I'm going to get these out of here, kind of clean it up a little bit so you guys can see. But my next move, or measured move, is measuring the, let me go over here. If we take a measurement of this falling wedge that we fell out or broke out of here, and you can tell that that was a breakout because look at the volume over here. We had a major volume increase. The target of that, guys, is 89.61. I do think that is possible. Possibly today or tomorrow. We'll see how this reacts. We may stay in this area for a while, but like I said, since we pierced this, and we'll go into LITECOIN. LITECOIN did this yesterday too. We pierced it and then it blew through. But I want you to keep in mind that if it does not break through there, this could be a rising, broadening wedge right here with the white line on top, red on the bottom. And if we were to come down and break down somewhere in this area, that would also get us around our low target of 5,400, which is the 0.786 Fibonacci retracement of this whole move back here. But like I said, I'm pretty bullish here, guys. The EMAs, everything is looking bullish. The RSI, and we'll go into the RSI here in a minute. But I do have this trend line down here off these 2 wicks. And if we were to come all the way back down here, we would most likely get support at 62.84. But I want to point out why I believe the bottom's in, and that's right here. This wick only stayed down here about a half hour, and I believe it was just a stop hunt. For anyone that was long here, they would have had their stops below this wick. This came down, sucked them up, and you can see where we went. It moved the market up quickly. So that's what I'm looking at now. Like I said, this target here, 89.61, that's the bullish target. If we can continue up and break through this 8,500, that's what I'm looking at. Now let's look at the RSI and see what that's telling us. As you guys can see, I have this rising channel in here. We had the falling channel, which we've broken out of, came back down, tested for support, got support, continued up. I've been saying now for the last few days that I believe we're going to go up and test the top of this rising channel. And if you guys notice, I changed my RSI to green. I know a lot of people didn't like the blue because they couldn't see it, so I hope you can see it a lot better. Don't forget to leave your comments, hit the like button, and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. I do daily updates every single day. And comment on the video. It really helps the YouTube algorithm and really pushes us out. All right, sorry guys, had to get that out there. Also, by leaving a comment, we'll get you entered to win a free t-shirt, and you can check those out on my wife's webpage, inkyourimage.com. Below there is a link. Now if we do go up and test this, I think that's heading towards that 89.61 range, guys. I really believe that we could hit that target within the next couple days. If not today, you know, we might get one more big jump up. But also, we got to look for a possible correction. If this is the end of this move, let's do a Fibonacci retracement on here, just from this swing low here to the swing high. And the 0.786, this would be coming back down to retest the breakout here. Let me put a target in there. Would be right in this area, 74.75. That's definitely a possibility if we're done moving up from here, and that's if we don't continue, you know, up to the target of 89. But if we go up to that target of 89, we could be, you know, come all the way back up here. We could get that would be breaking out all the way out of this upper resistance line, and we could come back down to the 85. It could be a real short correction there and continue up. Or we do have the 382 around that 81.50. We also have the 0.5 at 79.08. And then if we came all the way back down to this trend line, that could get us down to about the 76.59, which is definitely a possibility. We have a lot of time, I think, to look at this. I don't think it's going to be one straight red candle, so make sure you're subscribed. I will try to keep everyone updated. I also do live streams a couple times a week. They will be switching. Most of the live streams will be members only, and you can check out the membership by going down below next to the subscription, and there's a join button. You can check it out. If you have any questions, email me. My email's down there, CryptoSavy1@gmail.com. But let's look at the EMAs here on the daily for Litecoin. We have broken out of this rising channel here, and we have a measured move, guys, of, and this is in the daily. We'll go into the 4-hour here in a minute, but Litecoin is the same, looking super bullish, guys. Let's go to where we broke out right here. Take this measured move and bring it up to the breakout. Gets us around that $51.81, $51 range. And that would also break Litecoin's resistance line right here. So let's see what happens. Actually, well, it's probably, I got this drawn on the 4-hour. So let me go over to the 4-hour real quick. Right after we look at the RSI. So looking at the RSI, Litecoin has a little bit to go too, but actually, if we look at what's going on here, we had this falling wedge. We've broken out of. We may come back down, test it for support, guys. Learn your RSI. That's something I stress a lot. RSI is amazing. We could look at this as a rising, well, actually as just a broadening wedge here with the white lines, and we look like we're coming up to test the top of that, which will probably be right around that 49, and I'll show you why in the 4-hour. And if we can break through that, then, you know, we could go all the way up in here with the RSI from this breakout. So let's look at I hope you guys can follow along. I know I'm kind of all over the place this morning. I am running super late, which is usual lately, or is the usual thing lately. So let's look at what we got going on here. It does look to be forming a little bull flag here on the 4-hour, which, guys, I think we're going to at least test this 49.42, and if that breaks, we could be seeing some serious moves still. I know a lot of people are bearish, but look here. This is a 4-hour. This is the 55 EMA crossing the 200, guys. That is super, super bullish. I'm going to get yesterday's target off, which we hit, broke through. Now let's do a measured move here of looking at this as a broadening wedge here, if I use the top of this channel, and then you can see I have this white trend line drawn across here. If we use that from the breakout, that actually gets us up to about the 52.84. I'm going to leave that target at the 51.88 though. That is the target of the break of this channel here. So I'm going to leave that one. That one's more of a safe target. But let me explain. I think once we get up here, we may come back down, test the 49 if we do break it. And the measured move off of that, guys, is we'll go from this neckline and the breakout. This would be my target. This could hit this week if we can break this $50 range, guys. So keep an eye on that. But that is my target for this week. If we can break this area and break out of this falling resistance line I have drawn right here. And actually, I do need to move that just a little bit. Would be, and for you guys that are new, I use wicks only. I don't use the body of the candles, and it's been extremely accurate. That's all I use. I know a lot of people don't use the wicks. I do. It gives you a better reading, in my opinion. But that's what I'm looking at. Obviously, if we break back down in this channel, we could be looking for, you know, going back down into, actually, it would probably be over here in the $41 range. But as of right now, guys, I do not see that happening. We are looking still very bullish here. Let's look at the RSI in the 4-hour. We have broken out of this wedge here, this broadening wedge. Bullish, guys. I have this blue line up top, and that's, you know, the area we've peaked out before maximum. Let me put that up. So, you know, we could go all the way up to this blue line in the RSI. It is looking pretty freaking bullish, guys. So, yeah, I guess a summary of today is everything's still looking bullish as hell to me. So good luck out there, guys. Definitely don't forget to subscribe by clicking the CryptoSavy logo above my head. Tick the notification bell to get you notified when I post new videos. Smash those likes. Leave your comments, guys. It really helps the channel out, and I really do appreciate it. Thanks a lot. You can also check the affiliate links out down below if you want to help support the channel. You also get some benefits by using the links. So thanks a lot, guys.